Access to family planning is one of the most cost-effective means of promoting health of women and children. Family planning saves women's lives and promotes child health by preventing unwanted pregnancies, unsafe abortion, and maternal death. And yet, 3 in 10 women in Uganda who don't want to get pregnant lack access to family planning services. One of the barriers to use of family planning is the low levels of male involvement, with family planning often seen as a woman's responsibility. Men themselves have varied views on family planning, with some saying religious beliefs and fear of side effects stop them from using family planning. Others, however, believe family planning has important benefits and are calling for improved education to address myths and misconceptions about family planning.
Amanya gange nza Messi Rubega, ndi businessman. Family planning nagiwulirako era ngimanyiko abantu ng'abazungu n'ensi endala n'abasomyeko genda ewala bo tebayita family planning kwe kuzaala abaana abatono. Naye kati nga nze ne mu ddiini yange family planning ate si kyekyo. Family planning mu ddiini yange kiba kitegeeza okukolerera abaana wadde nzadde abaana 15 naye okubategeka mbategese ntya ensi okubaganyulwamu. Kubanga no family planning abantu abamu agenda nakola family planning n'azaala abaana 3 nga ye family planning gyakoze ayawukanye ne family planning ya Katonda. Kuba family planning ya Katonda asobola okuwa abaana 6 ng'ogenda kuziika abaana 3 ng'okyali mulamu wasigalewo 3 kiba kitegeeza yamaze okutegeka family planning ye.
My name is Owino John. I am a seasoned journalist and chief executive of OJ Media Bureau here in Kampala. I have myself been a family planner. I decided to do family planning in my first marriage to control the number of children that I was producing.
How did you do it?
We used the pills at that time, and it worked for us very well, and we produced only 4 children. The benefits were that we produced only the number of children who were able to look after. That also helped us to improve on our quality of life. Instead of spending all the time, all the money, all our resources on raising children. However, in my second marriage, I also tried family planning, but this time it was disastrous. We used the implant this time, but it made my wife start bleeding until we had to go back to the family planner. And we asked the organization to remove that thing.
I'm called Badu Swankambo. I'm a mechanic by profession. I'm married. Therefore, for me, I think it's unnecessary on my side because I have the ability to look after my people.
Kyembimanyiko gamba enzaala ennungi singa oba ozadde abaana olina okuzaala abaana b'okola ki b'onoosobola si kumala gazaala buzaazi kuba kati nze nga nze nakazaala abaana nina abaana 4 embeera ze bali mu simbi 2000 nga bw'omanya embeera z'ekivubuka awo nazaala 2 mu bakazi ab'enjawulo awo nensibamu nenzaala omwana ow'okusatu ngenza omuzzaako nga wayise emyaka 7 nga gwaddako agenda mu kya 7 mwaka gwo banga bukyakozesa mpiso tewafunangawo buzibu bwonna.
There are very many ways of carrying out family planning. One, you can have the use of condoms. I think that's the most popular in Uganda today. There are so many types of condom that can be used. So you can put on a condom as a man, good enough that even women have female condoms. So either party can put on a condom. So we have abstinence. You can abstain. You can decide that, for example, that for this year we shall not have sex, though it's a bit hard, especially for a married couple. However, for circumstances of family planning, you can do it. You can do it. It's possible. Then, other than that, we have the withdrawal method. Very few men are on board in terms of family planning. Reason being, most of them, they are not sensitive. They've not yet been sensitized about the good things with family planning. Most of them still have that backward thinking that children, they are a gift from God. You know, it's just a privilege. So they believe in having so many children as a source of wealth. But gone are those days. Now, like for us young men nowadays, you should be able to produce children whom you will be able to maintain. You feed them, clothe them, give them a proper shelter, take them to school and educate them.
If I have had enough children with my wife, I can prefer vasectomy as a way to control my family, because that one obviously I will not need more children, so it's a viable way. And actually the second one is the use of condom. That's also another way of controlling the family.
This modern family planning, as if it is a force now, as if there is behind something, agenda behind it. Because these people have put a lot of teachings and information as if there is a hidden agenda behind it. Because you find that in most, these days they are talking about girls go family planning, women go to family planning, please you go family planning. Women they have suffered a lot because of family planning, because they just go in it when they are not prepared, when they don't know what they're doing, and they end up getting terrible diseases.
Okusooka nali sigikozesa naye we nalaba enfuna yange gye nfunamu mirimu gino egy'ennyama ate nga abaana baana kati bennyina nensalawo okutandika okukozesa family planning obutaddamu kuwongerako ku baana abo osobole okuba planingira engeri gye banatambuzaamu obulamu bwabwe obw'omu maaso. Mukyala wange akozesa akaweta, akozesa kye bayita akaweta, enkola gy'akozesa eya family planning. Okusooka yafunamuko obuzibu naye kakati kyatereera, kyatwala ndowooza weeks nga 2, ndowooza omubiri gwali gukamanyira, naye kati ali okay, talina buzibu bwonna.
Me and my wife, we use a condom. If the condom is not available, then there is what we call mixing with the spouse during the dangerous periods when the woman expects to conceive. There is what doctors talk about, using pills, using female condoms. Personally, it depends on it, from individual to individual. Those individuals who can desist from having sexual intercourse with their spouses during dangerous periods, that would be the best for me. But again, it is technical because you need to know the cycle of your partner. If you don't know, it will be difficult for you to use it. So many people have really suffered because of family planning. Reasons being that they don't know the right methods, and they are ignorant, and I don't think there are people getting out there to explain to the women especially about family planning.
As far as family planning is concerned, it depends on an individual. There are families which have a notion that you have to produce many children in order to fill up their clans, in order to enlarge their clans. You know, there are such families because maybe there are very few in the clan, so they produce many children. And there are those who plan for their families. You know, in Africa, it's not really necessary to plan. People just produce anyhow. When you talk of family planning, they talk of things like contraceptives, and they fear to use them. Me, I planned for myself. I naturally. I suppose after one kid, I finish 2 years, get another one after 2 years, and that's enough.
What do you see as having benefited from this?
I can plan for their education because you cannot be able to pay for all of them in the university when they have reached there. What I'm not very comfortable with it is some people eventually fail. Either they fail to get the children, and then by the time they are planning to get the children, it's too late. Either the wife can no longer produce or something like that.
I know that the family planning is a way of the method which you can use to control the population pressure, or is the method which you can use to space the children within the household.
Do you use family planning?
No, I don't use it. It's my spouse who uses it. Yeah. Well, there are several kinds. Could be an injectable plan. She can take a pill.
Today, in our Ugandan society, men are key players in as far as the decision making of the family is concerned. Actually, they decide the number of children to have in the family because the decisions lie solely in their bosoms. So they should be brought on board if family planning in Uganda is to succeed.
Before anybody is introduced to family planning, they need proper sensitization. Because many of the people out there fear family planning because of the rumors that when you do so, you will maybe never produce again. They also fear the after effects of family planning. That's why they fear. But if they are properly sensitized and educated on family planning, on the values of family planning, our people, our families, our population, they will come to like it.
Going by the views of men, it's important to find innovative ways of engaging men to participate in family planning. There is need for family planning providers and advocates to devise ways of reaching out to men and to sensitize both men and women to ensure increased male involvement in family planning. This includes encouraging men to use family planning methods, including condoms and vasectomy, and to discuss and agree with their partners and support them to use family planning.